Okay, in this videos, hi all, this is Param. In this video, we will see at the high level what is the snapshots and how to restore, what will happening. It's kind of introductions. Um, okay. So of course, we said snapshot is just a backup. Okay. At the same time, it is not file system kind of backup. Okay. So it does not mean like we know the data folder in the instance and we can go copy that folder and again restore it. No. Okay, this is not file system based backup. So file any backup, it has to be taken through only the snapshot. Okay, so snapshot is incremental. So obviously the first times it will take entire stuff, but the next time onwards it will take only the incremental portion of the snapshot. I mean incremental portion of the indexes. So obviously we can take backup. Okay, we can take backup of index data streams, cluster state or cluster global state. Okay, so of course why cluster global state means it has all the ILM policy or kind of settings, configurations, everything stored there only, right? Even in fact some cluster state itself. Okay, then allocation, shard allocation, all the information stored in the cluster global state. So that's why. So that's why what is the global state as well. Of course, you can ignore. Okay, whatever the things you want is completely flexible. Let's say it is not like you have to take backup of all the indexes or all the data streams. Whatever things we need, selectively we can select and do the take the backup. That is primary things, but of course we at least first, we need all the stuff. That's why. Okay, to restore the complete things. Okay, that is what about that's all about the backup content. Of course, where we can store, that is where repository comes in. Okay, so using the repository only, where a repository is the place where we store all of our backup in the sense snapshots. Okay, most of the times it can be local repository as well as remote repository. Okay, if it is a remote repository, we can use any cloud storage like Amazon S3, Microsoft Azure, HDFS. HDFS, HDFS is what? HDFS is our um, big data storage, right? The distributed file system storage, HDFS, right? And Google Cloud Storage and or any other platforms. Okay, so for each things there is a plugin. Okay, for each step there is a plugin. So in case if you want a custom place there we want to store, then we can create plugin accordingly. But default these are the capabilities, these are the different storage supported by the Elasticsearch. Okay, then of course one more thing, what is now snaps repository, it's each one is different. There is no relation between the repository. Similarly, each snapshot is independent. There is no relations between the snapshot except all the snapshots stored in the particular repository. That's it. So there is no relation, there is no strong relation between the snapshot itself. Okay. um, okay, then version compatibilities. Okay, let's say we are taking snapshot. Most of times we will do the snapshot. I mean, then first necessary is we have to store the backup. We have to take backup for to recover the crash, something like that. Okay, but version compatibility also matter. Okay, so let's say here is that you can see here, this is 1.x. Okay, this is one dot x. Okay, obviously what will happen, so we can migrate, snapshot taken in the one dot version, so we can restore into two dot x of x and 2.x version of Elasticsearch cluster. Similarly, if you are taking snapshot as 2.0, 2.x, then we can restore them in 2.0 as well as 5.0. I think there is no 3 4 version. Okay, from 2 to straight away 5. Okay, then similarly, if it is 5, 5 means we can store the 5, or we can go for one version upgrade. 6, of course, you can see that 6 and 7, 7 means 7 as well as 8. But what is the thing? We cannot go back we cannot we cannot go back. So let's say if you want I mean if we have the data snapshot taken that 7.0, but we want to restore 6.0, there is no possibility. If it is the case, manually we have to do reindex. Okay, manually we have to do the reindex. Snapshot is not right possibles. Okay, so that's how they will say. Okay, we have to do the reindex, that using the reindex remote resource something, or from remote, so the remote clusters. Okay, so we have to retrieve the data. Okay, if you want to go back old versions, we have to retrieve the data and do the reindexing. That is the only way. If it is higher versions, snapshot is easiest way. So you said snapshotting and restoring is very fast. But let's say if you want to go for old version, obviously that is not right situation, right use case. But still, if you want to go back to the previous version, then reindexing is the only way. So reindexing, obviously retrieving and reindexing is a time consuming process. What the advisory is, just to take few amount of data, see how long it will take, then you can calculate the time limit, time amount of times, then you can go for you can plan accordingly. Okay, that's all about in this videos. Okay, thank you, thanks for watching. uh, Please do subscribe and comment.